Hello, and welcome to 5 Minutes with Nate. This month's topic, related services. Today I want to talk about SLPs and teachers collaborating. I think a number one thing we need to understand is that sometimes ASL English teachers and SLPs sometimes have a argument or disagreement about the role of spoken language, the role of ASL. I think what's important is to find our common ground. What is the same between us? For SLPs, that's the L, language. All of us can agree that language is so important, so vital, so valuable for students. If we want to focus on that part of the relationship, if we're willing to communicate and collaborate, we can help students really grow and develop their language, not only in English, but both ASL and English. Ask the USDB SLPs their feedback and ideas about how to develop that collaboration with teachers. So I gathered their ideas and I've kind of summarized it down to some themes. The two big things are sharing and joining. So what about sharing? What visual resources do teachers use? What, especially ASL videos, are you using? To ask the SLPs to kind of make it up and find it themselves, come on, you've already got it. We need to share back and forth the resources we have, especially visual resources to support students. Share your vocab lists. Share your books in class. Share copies of the textbook. For example, when I was a math teacher, an SLP asked me to share the math textbook with them. So during the math time, they had to pull out the student and they read the math book together. You can share things. If the teacher doesn't share, then the SLP just has to kind of make it up and find it themselves. We want to run things in parallel. Share parent communication. If there's a field trip, if there's an event in class, if there's information, share it with the SLP too. CC them on that email. Also, teachers, go ahead. In your part of the sharing is to ask the SLPs, what are you working on? What sounds are you focusing on? What are you doing? And then your class can help support that. So it becomes this mutually supportive relationship. So joining, what does that mean? SLPs don't have to be stuck in their therapy room. An SLP can come on in, join the class, join a field trip, join an assembly, join whatever opportunities that a student has, both to develop a relationship with students and staff and to support what the SLP needs to work on and what the student is doing, that supportive relationship. I remember one SLP I knew, she would go into English class and the teacher would run an ASL group and the SLP would run a spoken language group. They would read the same book together. So the SLP could address so many goals and so many things at the same time supporting the teacher's work. And the students could hop between groups depending on if they had therapy that day or not. A real bilingual approach. Ask SLPs to join in with team meetings, with PLC time, to discuss the student so that they're aware of what's going on with the student. Not only language specifically or IEP specifically, but how's the student doing in all subjects? How's their behavior? Are there issues at home? Let the SLP both empathize and support the student better. Let the SLP come into the classroom. Same time, we need to communicate and collaborate, schedule, plan together. So it's not just, well, come on in, what are we going to be doing? Have a reason, have a plan that will help the students grow and thrive together. Okay. If you have more ideas or want to discuss more, go ahead and contact your SLP and work with them. Okay, that's 5 Minutes with Nate. Have a great day.